Hello everyone, and welcome to the after action report of turn 12 of my solo playthrough of Axis and Allies Stalingrad. So we're reaching the end, and we haven't had a lot of bad weather, only one or two turns, two turns because the Volga is also frozen, but other than that, the air forces of both sides have actually been able to be deployed and to attack. Here, you may notice that there are two fewer artillery. That's because I actually posted them onto the bridges and moved them in here. Was a fight for Gumrak, and actually the Germans defended very well. They scored 2 hits, so they eliminated an infantry and an artillery. But yeah, they are getting very close to Potomnik, which I will tell you something more about soon. There was also a battle for Orlovka. But neither side managed to destroy the other. I do believe that the Germans actually scored a hit. But yeah, the Russians haven't broken through there yet. They moved off of the north of the city board into Rhinock, which has a relatively strong force there now compared to the weak Germans there. The Germans were smart enough not to move into here. They had a tank and an assault gun here. The Russians had 2 tanks, and with the help of air support, they actually destroyed the Germans right away. Well, maybe not. Yeah, on their turn, obviously, on the segment of the on their segment of the turn, with the help of the 2 bombers, and the Germans scored no hits. So the Russians are getting very close to Potomnik, which is at the moment only defended by a sole infantry. So the only thing the Germans can basically do in the last turn is to move in these 2 infantry and hope they will stop the tanks from moving into Potomnik, which again is only defended by a single infantry. Also, these forces in Rhinock could move into Potomnik. What I will probably do is place the Germans over here so that the Russians will be locked in combat on their turn. Even if they do win, they won't be able to move into Potomnik from there. The biggest threat would actually be coming from Gumrak then, because if the Russians destroy the Germans on the German segment of the turn, they will be free to move into Potomnik, which will be 1 tank against 1 infantry. Here, I did move a German unit into there, which meant that on their turn, the Russians had no limit. I suppose the limit of 8 units still exists, though, the stacking limit. But they're not limited to placing a single figure in there, and they subsequently destroyed the German unit on the Russian segment of the turn. Yeah, obviously, also if I do move this, well, yeah, if I move it in here, yeah, these will probably, well, the mobile unit, the tank will probably also move in there. But yeah, then it will all be too late. As I said, the biggest threat would probably be coming from Gumrak. I should have been playing it safe here and left a few more German units in there. Here, the Russians also destroyed the German unit that was there. These 2 units, by the way, in case you're wondering where did they come from, the Germans had 6 RPCs, and they placed 2 units in here, which is these 6 RPCs, and moved them into Upganrovo Station. The free unit that was placed in Obliskaya moved into Surovikino. Yeah, so that's basically what happened. These 2 units moved, or the tank moved in here along with, I think there was another unit there too. Not quite sure what would happen to that one, but anyway, it was destroyed on the well, I don't remember if it was the German or the Russian segment of the turn, but it was destroyed. But yeah, the road is kind of open here, but there is, of course, no way the Russians are going to get anywhere near on their last turn, anywhere near a total victory. So again, thank you for watching. I think this about sums up turn 12, and we're moving on to the final turn of the game, turn 13. Thank you for watching.